Hey everybody, this is Rizwan from Increaser.org, and today I want to share with you how I made slider component so that you can find some interesting bits for your project. Let's jump in. So recently I've implemented this interface with focus sounds, and in order to allow the user to change the volume, I created these slider components. So when you move your cursor close to it, you can see this outline on this control. When you click somewhere in this area, it will change the value. So you can see that the sound gets louder, and you can move it. When you go outside, everything stays correct, and you can move it like this in this area. And yeah, that's the slider component. Let's check the implementation. This component receives a value as a number from 0 to 1 and onChange handler. The first element we render is this container, the interactive area. And if you go to the styles, we can see that it takes width 100% and height of 40 pixels. It has cursor pointer, it's center content. So basically the style will apply display flex, align item center. And on hover, we want to make outline color of this glass color. If you're interested in how I handle colors, you can check one of my previous videos. We need to be aware of the bounding box of this container. And to do that, we rely on ref. Here we have a state for the container, and we use this use bounding box hook. I've talked about this hook in one of my previous videos. So we run a container, we know it's bounding box, and on mouse down, we have handle with stop propagation. So that, for example, here, as you can see, this is also clickable element, and we don't want to trigger the click on the container when we interact with this element. That's why we wrap everything with handle with stop propagation, including on click. And on mouse down, we set is active to true. It is a ref, and we needed to understand in which case we need to listen for mouse move, so that we won't trigger on change when user just hovers over element and he haven't started interacting. So we count it as an interaction when a user clicks on this area. Then we call handle move, and it checks if the box is here and if the element is active. Then we check if the x coordinate inside of the box by checking with box left and box right. And if everything is okay, we calculate the new value, and we call onChange. Then we have on mouse up when we set is active to false, and on mouse move we call the handle move. After that we have line with filler, so we need to fill the area with a different color when we change the value. So filler takes height 100%, and width will depend on the value. So we'll calculate the percentage here, and then background color. And the same logic for the control, this circle that user would interact with. It has position absolute. We set the size to 12 pixels, and then we calculate the left using calc, and again value in percentages. Then we set width and height, border radius, background color, transition, and outline set is transparent, so that when we hover over container, it becomes this glass color. That's all. Stay productive.